What if I told you that a woman with zero fashion experience, zero industry connections, and only $5,000 in savings walked into the offices of some of the biggest retailers in America and changed the way women dress forever? No investors, no co-founder, no MBA, just a gutsy idea, a pair of scissors, and a lot of rejection. This is the story of Sara Blakely, the woman who built Spanx from her apartment bathroom into a billion-dollar empire. And trust me, every step of her journey has a lesson with your name on it. Stay with me, because we're not just telling you how she made it. We're breaking down the 3 powerful moves that took her from door-to-door fax machine salesperson to self-made billionaire. Let's get into it. Main point 1. Embrace the crazy idea. It was 1998. Sara Blakely was 27 years old, working a sales job in Atlanta, selling fax machines door-to-door in Florida's brutal summer heat. One night, she's getting dressed for a white pants party. Yes, that's a thing in the South. And she can't find underwear that looks smooth beneath her pants. Frustrated, she grabs a pair of scissors and cuts the feet off her control top pantyhose. It worked. It actually worked. Now, here's the moment most people would have stopped. They would have thought, cool trick. Anyway, but Sara thought, wait, why doesn't this product already exist? She spent the next 2 years researching the hosiery industry in her spare time, while still working her day job. She drove to the library, read patent books, cold-called manufacturers, and got laughed at. Most factories refused to take her seriously. Most of them were run by men who didn't quite understand the problem she was solving. Until one manufacturer called her back. His daughters had tried the prototype. They loved it. Here's the lesson. The crazy idea you're sitting on? It might be crazy because the world hasn't caught up yet. Sara didn't wait for permission. She didn't wait for the industry to validate her. She followed the problem and built the solution. Main point 2, sell it like you mean it. Even if you're terrified. Here's where most first-time entrepreneurs would say, okay, now I need to raise money and hire a team. Sara? She cold-called Neiman Marcus. That's right. She picked up the phone, got a buyer on the line, and asked for a meeting. She flew herself to Dallas. And in that meeting, knowing she only had a limited window before losing the buyer's interest, she did something totally unscripted. She grabbed the buyer by the hand and said, "Come to the bathroom with me." She made the buyer try on the product herself. Before and after. In the store bathroom. It worked. Neiman Marcus gave Spanx a chance. And then Saks Fifth Avenue. And then Bloomingdale's. But here's the part they don't always tell you. Even after getting shelf space, the product wasn't flying off the shelves yet. So Sara drove from store to store herself. She rearranged the displays. She trained sales associates. She handed out samples at Oprah's gifting suite. And when Oprah named Spanx one of her favorite things in 2000, everything exploded. That one moment of visibility generated over $5 million in sales, almost overnight. Here's the lesson. Visibility is not luck. Sara engineered every moment of it. She didn't just build a product and wait. She showed up. She was her own best salesperson, marketer, and brand ambassador. You have to be willing to sell your vision before anyone else believes in it. Main point 3, protect the vision, especially from yourself. Here's the move almost nobody talks about, and it might be the most powerful one. Sara Blakely ran Spanx for 16 years without a single outside investor. 16 years. She owned 100% of the company. No board telling her what to do. No venture capitalists pressuring her to scale too fast or pivot her mission. She was the sole decision-maker from day one, and she did it intentionally. She also made a habit of protecting her mindset. Her father famously used to ask her at the dinner table, "What did you fail at today?" And if she had nothing to report, he was disappointed. He taught her early that failure was not the opposite of success. it was the path to it. When Sara launched Spanx, she told no one in her life what she was working on, not even her closest friends, for over a year. Why? Because she didn't want their doubt to become her doubt before the idea had a chance to breathe. In 2012, she became the world's youngest self-made female billionaire. She was 41. In 2021, she sold a majority stake in Spanx to Blackstone at a valuation of $1.2 billion and celebrated by giving every single one of her employees $10,000 and 2 first-class plane tickets to anywhere in the world. Here's the lesson: guard your vision, guard your equity, guard your energy. Not everyone deserves a front-row seat to your building process, and that's okay. Protect the dream until it's strong enough to stand on its own. Sara Blakely didn't have a roadmap. She had a problem, a pair of scissors, and the audacity to believe that her idea was worth fighting for. She embraced the crazy idea. She sold it fearlessly. And she protected her vision at every single stage. That's not luck. That's strategy. That's grit. That's the blueprint. If Sara's story lit something up inside you today, share this video with one woman in your life who's sitting on a dream she hasn't launched yet. And if you're building your own empire, big or small, subscribe to her Empire Stories. Every week, we bring you the real, unfiltered stories of women who bet on themselves and won. Drop a comment below. What's the one idea you've been too scared to start? We read every single one. See you next week.